Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I am just going to wait a second here because this is a live video on Instagram. So thank you so much to everyone who's joining, everyone who's hopping on this morning. I'm so excited to chat with you. Very excited for today's Align Your Mind topic. And I was talking about this yesterday in a live training that I did in my private Facebook community, which I do every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And the topic that we were talking about is how to get back into alignment and how to tap into your intuition. But there was one piece out of this that I really loved, and there was one piece out of this that resonated with me a lot and that I kept thinking about afterwards, which is so funny because obviously I created the training, but also I was just super excited about this topic because it has to do in relation to getting back into alignment. And one thing that I had tapped into on this live call that I did was getting back into alignment. Hi, Mallory. Getting back into alignment based off of what you value in your life. So if you're trying to make any kind of decisions, or if you're trying to figure out what the right next step is, or if you're trying to figure out anything that you need guidance on or anything that you want more guidance on, then hi, Val. Oh, hi guys, so happy to see you all here. We're talking about something that I talked about last night on a live in my Facebook community, which was getting back into alignment. And a piece of this was talking about values. So when you think about getting back into alignment, are you thinking about your values? So what is it that you value? If you value kindness or compassion or courage or, integrity or any of those values, are those values coming out in your message? Are those values coming? Oh, perfect. Val, if you have any questions, if you guys have any questions, just put them in the comments. And just put them in the comments and I will tap into them for sure. So this idea of having your values. So are your values at the core of everything that you're doing? One way to stay in integrity and one way to stay in alignment all the time is to be tapping back into those values, but be tapping back into what you love, but also what guides you. You can't make decisions that are you can make decisions that are out of alignment, but then you end up in a place where you're not 100% sure about if that was the right decision for you. So then we turn to our intuition, then we turn into alignment, then we turn into our inner guidance to try and figure out what is it that is really destined for us, or what is the decision that we're really meant to be making. And I love this idea of using your values because it's really easy to flow in and out of alignment. It's really easy to flow into a space where you're not exactly sure if that is the right next step or the right decision that you should make. And I think for some of you that are watching this live right now, I think that you'll know that when you tap into what it is you truly want, truly desire, and how you really want to show up into the world, it's so much easier to take that. Hi, Susie. It's so much easier to take that idea and to manifest it into your life. Think about, what is it that you value? Is it empathy? Is it compassion? And then how do you create space in your life to shift from a disempowering thought to an empowering thought? It's really easy to get into alignment, and this idea of alignment is such an easy thing to be thinking about. I'm feeling the love, guys. Thank you so much. This is awesome. So this idea of being in alignment, and I feel like I'm kind of like talking in circles. I'm just so excited right now that, we have new faces on here today. It makes my day. But ultimately, I kept thinking about this concept of values last night when I was going to bed, and I kept thinking about, is what we do every single day a true reflection of who we are as people? Is it a true reflection of who we are as, human beings, and what we want to create while we're here, and the legacy that we want to live, and the next steps that we want to create, and the clients that we want to welcome in? Is everything that we're doing, because everything that we're doing is an extension of us, because everything that we're doing is such like, especially if you have your own business, everything that you do is an extension of who you are as a person and what you're creating, right? And so if you come from that space and come from that place of always trying to figure out if what you're doing in the next step that you're taking is actually aligned to the values that you hold for your own self. If your values are family, if your values are friends, if your values are community or connection, togetherness, you're going to want to create things in your life and your business that are centered around those values, right? You want to create things in your life that are aligned to the values that you uphold for yourself and the standards that you uphold for yourself every single day. And so when we're acting out of integrity and when we're acting out of alignment, then we're acting against our values and we're acting against the ideas that support us on a day-to-day basis. So this is honestly just, I was so excited to talk about this topic today because I really feel like there's so much noise in the online space. There's so much going on in the online space. There's so much that we can look to. And there's so many different things that can influence our decisions. You see things online, then you instantly feel like you're not good enough. You know what I mean? You see things online, you instantly feel like everybody else can do all of the other things except for you. But when you come from that place of integrity, when you come from that place of alignment, it doesn't really matter what other people do. It doesn't really matter what other people are saying. And it doesn't really matter what other people are launching, what they're creating. What matters is what you're creating, is that in alignment with you? Is what you're creating the true extension of you? And then from that place, then you can create anything that you want. And you can create that from a place of love. You create that from a place of purpose. And then you extend that into the world, and then people are able to bring that, you're able to bring that back. Hold on, I want to see here. What did Val say? Is the definition of empowered value providing the value you demand, is demanding yourself without needing another person, thing, adding the value you should provide for yourself? That's a really great question. I'm not 100% sure that I understand. Is the definition of empowered value providing the value you deem to yourself? Is demanding it for yourself without needing another person, thing, adding the value you should provide for yourself? What I think this question is asking is, should you be looking to other people for being empowered? And I would say no. I would say that empowerment comes from your own self, from the inside out. We can definitely be empowered by things that are external to us, and we can definitely be empowered by money, connection, feelings, all of that. Absolutely, we can be empowered by that. But those are like, I want to call them like temporary empowerments, right? Because the feeling is fleeting, right? Like, how many times have you made, $100 and you're like, okay, amazing, I made $100, or $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. And then you're like, okay, so what's next? You know what I mean? You feel empowered by that idea. You feel empowered by that money. You feel empowered by that action, but then it kind of goes away. So I think the truest definition of empowered value is empowering your own self from the inside out, and then aligning to your own values, and then being able to take your values and extending them outwards to other people every single day. Because then it becomes, so let's say your value is like connection. Your value, you always feel like you're living out your true value. Oh girl, I love you. You always feel like you're living out your true value because you're empowering yourself. Like, I'm doing this like motion of like inside out, but it truly is. It comes from the inside and then it extends outwards, right? So when you're able to do that, then you've created this magical space that you come from every single day. And I just want to make sure that I'm answering all of this question. Yeah, I would definitely say that, if you're looking for validation from another person or looking for value in another person, I would question why. You know what I mean? Like, I would question, where is that coming from? What is feeling unmet? What is feeling like you need to sort of, like, what is the feeling that you need to address? What is the issue, the underlying issue that's causing that feeling to surface? And what is it that you need to sort of heal or take a better look at internally for your own self, so then you can take that and project that outwards. So let me know, Val, if that answers your question. I think that it does, because I was feeling the love on that one. I love it, love it, love it. If you have questions while you're watching, just drop them and we'll address them right away. But one thing that I just wanted to, highlight every single day is that you are in the driver's seat of your own life. And oh my God, you're so welcome, girl. You're so welcome. While you are, maybe we don't always have the control over our lives that we want to have. But, ultimately that control comes from the inside out. It comes from the type of person that you are, how you are every single day, how you interact with people, and this is a line that I live by all the time, how you leave people a little bit better than you found them. Those align back to your values. Then you're living out your inner core purpose, and then you're living out how you can impact other people every single day. If you're watching this, if you're on my page at all, if we're connected in any way, it's because you value connection. It's because you value helping other people. Otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? So I think that that's just such an important piece as well. So when you can really put at the forefront of, think about what is like the why. The why is such an important aspect. So you think about the why. Why are you doing all the things that you're doing? How do they align to your greater values? How do they then in turn support your greater mission and purpose? And then how do they sort of from there, how do they impact the lives of other people? So that is all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Align Your Mind. I hope this was some nice perspective on how you can integrate your values into your life every single day. And yeah, I'm so grateful that you popped in. Thank you so much to everyone who joined this. If you're watching this later on YouTube or on Facebook, I'm so grateful that you're watching this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm so looking forward to hopping on here tomorrow morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Hi, Steph. May I be a blessing to everyone I meet and meet. Oh, and I love that so much, Susie. That's beautiful. May I be a blessing to everyone I meet, and may everyone I meet be a blessing to me. That is such a beautiful, beautiful line and such a beautiful perspective to go through the day with. Oh, I love that. Val, I'm so glad that you're feeling refreshed this morning. That makes my day. Yeah, amazing, amazing. Hi, Steph. It's so nice to see you on here. Again, you guys, if you have any questions, feel free to just send me a DM afterwards. Just let me know how this landed and resonated for you. And I'm so looking forward to seeing you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Align Your Mind every day, Monday to Friday. And then you can always catch the replay. Okay, you guys, have a great day. Thank you. Bye.